If you want awesome products at great prices, check out the description. International students in Australia are falling victim to a sophisticated and increasingly prevalent scam, costing them millions. Over the past 5 months, scammers posing as Chinese authorities have defrauded victims of over $5.1 million, exploiting anxieties and leveraging the power of fear to extract significant sums of money. These individuals, predominantly targeting young Chinese students between the ages of 18 and 24, are being subjected to relentless pressure and intimidation tactics. The perpetrators claim to be law enforcement officials, alleging involvement in various crimes, ranging from possessing fraudulent documents to participating in financial illegalities. Threats of 24-hour surveillance and impending arrest, coupled with deportation for visa violations, are frequently employed to instill a sense of urgency and panic within their victims. This calculated strategy has proven remarkably effective, with a concerning 5% success rate, resulting in an average loss of $138,018 per victim. The sheer scale of this operation is alarming. Almost 680 cases were reported to the National Anti-Scam Centre, managed by the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, ACCC, in the first 5 months of 2025 alone. This represents a significant escalation in the threat level, with a marked increase in reported cases, particularly in May, when 8 incidents were logged. The center's spokesperson has highlighted the escalating use of 24-hour surveillance threats as a new tactic in these scams, emphasizing the sophisticated nature of the operations and the perpetrators' growing confidence. The ACCC, along with state police forces, particularly in Victoria, are actively investigating this matter, characterizing it as a global extortion scheme targeting Mandarin-speaking communities. Victims are often contacted via cold calls or messages demanding immediate callbacks, creating an environment of fear and urgency. The scammers typically demand money as proof of innocence, preying on the vulnerabilities of those unfamiliar with Australian legal processes and potentially facing language barriers. One particularly disturbing example involves an 18-year-old student coerced into staging her own kidnapping, sending incriminating photos and videos to her family via WeChat. This highlights the lengths to which these perpetrators will go to manipulate their victims. The ACCC and the National Anti-Scam Centre strongly advise against engaging with suspicious callers, emphasizing the importance of immediately hanging up and seeking assistance from local authorities, university support services, or community organizations. The authorities underscore the critical need to avoid providing any personal information or money under duress, cautioning against the scammers' calculated use of time pressure to prevent victims from making rational decisions. The financial losses incurred are substantial, impacting not only individual students but also their families and communities. This widespread deception underscores a significant vulnerability within the international student population and highlights the need for increased awareness and proactive measures to combat this insidious form of financial crime. The ongoing investigations aim to bring those responsible to justice and protect vulnerable individuals from further exploitation. The gravity of this situation demands immediate attention and a concerted effort to educate and protect international students from becoming targets of these ruthless scams. The insidious nature of this criminal enterprise, characterized by its meticulous planning, sophisticated tactics, and significant financial impact, underscores the importance of vigilance and caution. These criminals are not only stealing money but also exploiting the vulnerabilities of young people far from home, creating lasting emotional and financial damage. The chilling effectiveness of these scams highlights a need for improved cross-border collaboration to effectively disrupt these criminal networks and hold perpetrators accountable. The sheer volume of cases and the substantial financial losses involved demonstrate the scale of the problem and the urgent need for preventative measures and robust support systems for victims. The impact extends beyond individual financial losses, impacting the overall perception of safety and security for international students in Australia. The Australian government and its agencies are actively working to address this issue, but the persistent nature of the scams and their adaptation to avoid detection demand a multifaceted response involving increased public awareness, enhanced law enforcement cooperation, and technological solutions to prevent future attacks. The ongoing investigation underscores a clear imperative for proactive measures to protect the vulnerable from these predatory tactics.